Dr. Yuki Tanaka, a scientist from Tokyo University, just did the impossible. She controlled gravity. She built zones of artificial gravity, inverted the gravitational pull, and made objects levitate with electromagnetic fields. Her ambitions were enormous. Moon colonies with artificial gravity, skyscrapers raised with ease, and spacecraft launched with ease. And whose beam-driven spacecraft could escape even moons composed of dense metallic alloys? But Tanaka went missing on January 8, 2021. The world was unaware of a device that could have liberated humanity from gravity until her lab was disassembled by unidentified officials. A breakthrough that could have revolutionized energy, construction, and space travel was wiped by the disappearance. If bending gravity wasn't enough, the next mind was reshaping reality from the inside out. The Stanford study of Dr. Marcus Webb stretched the boundaries of human cognition. He was able to unleash skills like telepathy, savant-level math, and photographic memory by analyzing brainwave patterns. He could temporarily give ordinary people extraordinary cognitive skills and believed it could be scaled through electromagnetic networks. Just days before publishing his findings in 2018, Webb refused multi-million-dollar offers and disappeared. His lab was confiscated by federal agents, and his work was wiped from existence. The consequences were horrifying. Any government or control system may be challenged by a community of telepathic, super-intelligent individuals. Because of Webb's departure, the world continued to be ordinary, and people were oblivious of the potential in our minds. While the mind stretched its limits, the next discovery challenged life itself. Dr. Sarah Chen was about to discover something that had the potential to completely transform life. She found a genetic master switch at Harvard that could prevent and even reverse aging. Old mice in her study were rejuvenated, and comparable wonders were demonstrated in covert human trials. Her treatment restored the cell's youthful capacity to heal themselves by activating dormant programming. Just before her big reveal on September 3, 2020, Chen vanished. Federal agents sealed her lab, removing every trace of her work. If her research had gone public, aging might have become optional for humans. Her disappearance left the world unaware of a breakthrough that could have changed life expectancy forever. Death, it seemed, could have been optional, and that knowledge was too dangerous to survive. And if life could be reversed, what if reality itself bends to observation? At CERN, Dr. Elena Rodriguez spent 8 years on a mind-bending theory that consciousness doesn't just observe reality, it creates it. Her work suggested that the tiniest changes in what someone expected could slightly alter the laws of physics themselves. She ran experiments showing that unobserved quantum systems didn't just stay hidden, they didn't exist at all until looked at. On March 14, 2019, she entered her lab and never came out. The lab was locked from the inside, and all her notes and data vanished within hours. If her research was true, every one of us helped shape the universe just by being aware of it. The world may never know the full power of her discovery, but it hints that reality is far more fragile and alive than we ever imagined. From shaping reality to reading minds, the boundaries of the human brain were next. At Johns Hopkins, Dr. Robert Hayes proved that telepathy is an honest human potential and not just science fiction. He developed a technology that added nuance to the brain's natural electromagnetic signals, allowing for direct mental broadcasting and reception of complex thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Volunteers could communicate ideas, emotions, and recollections without using words. Hayes planned to miniaturize the equipment, making portable mind reading possible. On May 21, 2019, he left his lab and never returned. His devices and research were removed by unidentified personnel, and all traces of his work were classified. Telepathy could have revolutionized communication, espionage, and intelligence gathering. The world had no idea that our minds could be linked through the longest head distance imaginable because of Hayes' abduction. But controlling thoughts was nothing compared to rewriting the past. Dr. Lisa Morrison at MIT found a way to send consciousness backward through time. Using temporal resonance fields, she could influence past events by projecting intentions into earlier moments. Her notes were alarmingly accurate in predicting political outcomes and stock movements. Morrison disappeared on August 14, 2020, and unidentified agents evacuated her lab, taking with them all the research and equipment. On her deathbed, she was left feeling that the history of people can be changed, but the knowledge went with her. Had her work been published, it may well have altered the course of civilization, prevented cataclysm, and rewritten history. Morris's departure invalidated mankind's first chronological intervention as a species, meaning we can't screw up the universe's past. While time could be altered, the blueprint of life itself awaited its transformation. At the University of California, Dr. Kevin Park revealed that junk DNA wasn't junk at all. Hidden within non-coding DNA was a complex code controlling human intelligence, behavior, and even psychic abilities. By reprogramming this genetic software, Park's research allowed patients to develop near-perfect memory, boost their IQs by as much as 40 to 60 points, and even gain the ability to anticipate future outcomes. Government and military organizations soon became interested, and on October 5, 2019, Park vanished from his lab, which had been cleared out and deleted. His work subverted social stratification and physical limitations by foreshadowing a time where the human potential can be largely expanded. Mankind has been deprived of resources that might have resulted in the most able and brilliant men. If DNA held hidden power, imagine unlocking entire worlds beyond our own. At Cambridge University, Dr. Ahmed Hassan found a doorway that led to limitless worlds. He was able to obtain cutting-edge materials, establish connections to parallel Earths, and obtain information from other worlds thanks to his dimensional resonance technology. In certain universes, climate change has been addressed, human intelligence has grown, and energy shortage has been eradicated. Hassan created a network spanning realities by communicating with several incarnations of himself. He disappeared in December 2020, and his lab was demolished. Every one of his discoveries was immediately classified by governments, preventing mankind from using the solution that could have settled countless global problems. Hassan's research showed that infinite worlds exist, each with advances and answers far beyond our own. The loss of Hassan meant humanity lost the golden opportunity of accessing those other worlds ourselves, and the technology that lay beyond the boundary of our current existence. From parallel Earths to life after death, the next frontier was the mind itself. At Stanford University, Dr. Maria Santos challenged the final frontier, death itself. Her research showed that consciousness doesn't vanish when the body dies. It continues independently. Using advanced equipment, she could detect and communicate with recently deceased minds, recording their coherent answers and learning about the scientific and technological insights they had gained beyond life. Her research suggests that awareness may be able to communicate with living things in other domains where life continues to exist over long distances. Santos vanished on July 31, 2021. Staff claiming National Security Authority cleared her lab, and all evidence of her study disappeared. A secret now buried with the scientist herself, humanity lost access to information demonstrating that death is not the end, and that the mind may continue to exist and evolve. And if consciousness survives death, what happens when humans can rewrite reality itself? Dr. James Wright discovered at MIT that reality works like software and that humans may be able to alter it. By combining quantum physics and computational theory to access what he called the reality source code, he showed that he could change fundamental constants, gravitational forces, and even the speed of light within controlled regions. Wright's research suggested that people could become the programmers of the universe by utilizing specific and specialized quantum interfaces in coordination with focusing one's mind. His book remains classified, and thus the idea of editing reality, with its accompanying godlike responsibility, has been prevented from seeing the public. Wright's disappearance kept reality-altering technology banned, leaving humanity unaware that one day the mind could rewrite existence itself. These vanished scientists proved that human potential and reality itself might be far stranger than we're allowed to know. Subscribe now to uncover the hidden discoveries that could change everything.